What is going on, guys? Youngster JPal here, and 11th episode. Basically, if you can't already tell from the title, we're just going to be nicknaming the Pokemon that we caught last episode using the comments that you dropped in the previous episode, basically, down in the comments below. And firstly, the one thing that I do kind of want to do is kind of get the Shedinja when the Nincada evolves into Ninja. So I've made sure I got a spare slot in my party. I think that's pretty much all you need, and you know, leveling up this thing is was a bit of a bitch because I was only getting like 100 experience at a time, and I was like 15 these cocoons that I needed to kill. But I think after killing this cocoon and hitting 5 times, we should be able to get, again, you know, starting the episode off with a nice evolution. So just presuming that Nincada actually evolves at 36 or beforehand. Here we go. So what? Well, Nincada is evolving. And there we go, we get that nice evolution going on. And obviously, yeah, I think the conditions needed to get a Shedinja is just to have a spare slot in your party. So let's hopefully have a look and see that we have done that, and then we can go ahead and just nickname everybody. So let's just quickly look. Yeah, there we go, level 36 Shedinja. It is calm natured as well. It doesn't actually have a gender either, which is kind of cool. And yeah, 70 attack actually, that's quite good considering it is a attack hinder in nature as well. And again, that brilliant ability, Wonder Guard, only hit by super effective moves. And the Ninjask does again 124 speed. Are you joking? It does have speed boost as well. So, and again, 70 attack. So them two are actually fairly solid. And you know, looking from the comments beforehand, I think the nicknames for these guys basically gonna, you know, decide. Actually, no, I was gonna say that they will decide like how much I am gonna use them. I don't know. There's I still haven't actually fully decided on what team I actually want to use, and I would like to just use the PC little boy with the blue hat. Do you mind just like going away for a little bit? There we go. And so yeah, let's go ahead. Let's bring in all them Pokemon that are needed to be nicknamed, and let's nickname everybody basically. So we will actually have 7 Pokemon that we need to nickname, so we will have to leave somebody out for now. So let's just put in all the Pokemon we need to nickname first, and then it looks like it'll be Growlithe that'll have to wait. And yeah, we can go find out what everyone is going to end up being nicknamed. I've got a little list down here, and I've basically kind of done it off like preferability. I've made sure that I'm not using any nicknames that I've made myself either. So yeah, basically, we have a Ninjask that needs to be nicknamed. I'll put the Shedinja up there as well, because you know they are kind of a pair in terms of the nicknames that have been decided with them. Then we have the Heracross, the Glameow, the Snubbull, and of course the Remoraid, and then of course the Growlithe in the PC as well. So I'm gonna skip ahead back to the name rate, and I'll meet you guys in a second. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the name rater should be in this little tent right here. Yeah, there you go, name rater, get your Pokemon's nicknames rated. Into the little tent we go, and there's an old man, creepy old man. He's got a little, he looks like a little fortune teller actually. Tell me my fortune, old man. Hello, I am the official name rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? Which Pokemon's nickname should I critique? So of course everyone is nicknamed question mark, because it's up to you guys to decide what these guys are going to be called. So let's start off with Ninjask. It is? That's a decent nickname, but I could give it a nice name. How about it? Yes, of course. Okay then, what shall the new nickname be? Well, you know, I think it was pretty certain that this guy was going to receive this nickname, and shout out to Pad Attack, who has come up with the very well thought out nickname of Scorpion for this guy. And that is actually going to go ahead along with his counterpart, which is going to be the Shedinja, who will be called Sub-Zero. And if you viewers out there are kind of wondering why I've decided for those names, well, basically it's Mortal Kombat, and you know, and I can't quite remember what Pad Attack actually commented, but just make sure I've spelled it right. Scorpion, yep. It's kind of like the flip side, and major lagging glitches and going on. Anyway, let's ignore them glitches. Hopefully they won't come up on the AVI actually. So yeah, there we go, Scorpion, and then of course that Shedinja is going to be called Sub-Zero. And they're kind of like a counterpart, flip side of each other, and of course they are ninjas as well in the game. So this guy is going to be called Sub-Zero. Let's go ahead and do that for the good old Shedinja here. And I think that is the the way you want them to be nicknamed, as in the Ninja being called Scorpion and the Shedinja being called Sub-Zero. And I kind of think that is more appropriate, considering that, like, Ninja basically has 0 HP. I mean, if he gets hit by any move whatsoever, I don't know what I'm doing with my spellings right there. Zero begins with a Z. Z. A big old Z. Of course, Ninja does actually only have 1 HP, meaning if he does get hit with any super effective move, he's gone, he's dead. It includes like burn status, toxic, as well as like weather damage such as sandstorm and hail. So there we go, that's 2 of our Pokemon nicknamed. And yeah, there is some major lagging going on here. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping this isn't going to turn up, but we found ourselves back at the name rater, so let's just continue on as if nothing is going on. Anyway, Heracross is the next Pokemon we need to nickname. It's suddenly gone really dark all of a sudden. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this one bit. But anyway, the nickname I'm going for the Heracross, you know, it isn't the best of nicknames, I will admit, but considering it is a girl, Hera is going to be the nickname for the Heracross. I mean, Greek goddess, Heracross is a bit of a god in itself, so I think a god-like name for this guy is pretty appropriate. So we have Hera, that's named after the Greek goddess, and it's still actually really dark. This is kind of scary. So let's just keep on going on. Next in line we have the Glameow. I actually did quite like the nickname for this guy. It's kind of obscure in one sense. The nickname that the Glameow will be receiving is going to be Tarda. I think I'm saying that right, and basically for anyone that doesn't know, Tarda is the name of the grumpy cat. You know, the Twitter page, you should be able to know, it's a cat that just looks really, really grumpy all the time, and considering that Perugly is a bit of a fat grumpy cat in itself, Tarda fits the bill quite nicely. So there we go, this Pokemon shall be known as Tarda. These black screens are really, really freaking me out right now. But again, let's just keep on going. We've got 2 Pokemon left within this party, and then of course we do have that Growlithe. I'm going to go ahead and nickname the Remoraid first of all, and the nickname for this guy actually came up fairly late. It actually came up, it would be Monday if this episode comes out on a Wednesday, and that is Red Rings. You know, there was a lot of support going for Octopussy, but you know, I don't really want to be saying Octopussy every time I send this guy out, so I think Red Rings is a fairly nice name. It's got a nice ring to it, no pun intended. And considering this guy actually evolves into an Octillery who kind of has like little rings on him, and of course is red, I think Red Rings is fairly cool. So there you go, Red Rings. That's shout out to Joe who came up for that guy. That's also shout out to Patrick Padatak as well, who adds the name for Heracross as well. So now we do have the Snubbull left nickname, and you know, like I did quite like the nickname Tinkerbell, but I think when I saw this nickname, it was so like simple and yet like kind of more ironic than Tinkerbell itself. So I think the Snubbull is gonna have to be called Clive, and you know, because it's so simple, like it would be funny if it was a male, but the fact that it's a female as well, just kind of adds to the humour, I think. So there we have Clive the Snubbull. So let's run outside, and hopefully the lights will turn back on. No, they don't, so I'm going to save real quick, and hopefully the game will sort itself out. Okay, so just basically reset the game real quick, and the lights are all back on. Hopefully none of that is actually going to turn up for you, but for me, I just had a black top screen. So anyway, let's take a real quick look at our party here. So we have Scorpion and Sub-Zero, the 2 flip side ninja counterparts we've got going. That 124 speed is pretty ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie, although this is actually a level 36 Pokemon, so definitely take advantage of that. We do have Hera, the godlike Heracross, sitting in at level 4 as well. We also have Tarda, the grumpy cat, Clive, the simple yet effective Snubbull, and we also have Red Rings that doesn't really work yet, so hopefully let's get him up to an Octillery, and that nickname should fit the bill. And now we have, of course, yet 1 Pokemon to nickname, and that's of course going to be the Growlithe. And you know, kind of sat at lunch with my friends earlier today. You know, quite a bit of a controversy came about as to what this guy should actually be called. So, you know, let's just bring him out into the party and we'll see what this guy's actually going to be nicknamed. So let's do that. Now, I think, you know, I wanted to just put Scorpion in the box there, but Sub-Zero has to stay with him. They're like peaches and gravy. Not peaches and gravy. They're like the 2 worst. Peas in the pod. That's a better comparison. as our little Growlithe here is gonna follow us. So just from the comments alone, we had, I think it was 4 nicknames for this guy. We had Shere Khan from Pad Attack. We had Hot Dog from good old Powis. We also had Rory and Clifford from My Cub. And again, as a late nickname, we did actually have Raoul, which, I did actually quite like. But seeing this nickname, like when I first saw it, there's only really one nickname this Growlithe can be called. And that is going to be Rory, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Growlithe is going to be called Rory. Simple, effective. He's going to be roaring away all day long. So there we go, Growlithe is called Rory. And there we have it, we have nicknamed all our Pokemon. And what I think I am going to do real quickly now is basically kind of assemble the team I actually want to use. I mean, go on through with the rest of the playthrough with. I mean, looking at the team of Pokemon I've got now, it's going to be hard to pick the 6 Pokemon I want to actually use. So, let's go ahead and let's go to move Pokemon. That's a better option we have right there. And so, needless to say, Big Red comes into play. There's like no second thoughts about it. Big Red is the guy that leads the party. He's just the man with the power, the man with the Mohican. He is Big Red. He's our starter Pokemon, so let's just go ahead with Big Red. I also quite like the sound Remoraid. Having Octillery in the team would be quite nice as well. Just to have a water-type Pokemon. And actually, I have just been reminded, I've reminded myself, I'm going to quickly just take a look at the documentation for the Pokemon that we can actually use with the documents that came with this hack. So I'll check them real quick and then we can decide on what team I am actually going to use. Okay, so kind of looking at the documents, there aren't actually that many changes. Probably the biggest change that is kind of most effective is the fact that Arcanine can get Flare Blitz and Close Combat by level up. So that's definitely something I do want to keep in mind when trying to build this team. There are no changes to Hariyama or Octillery. Purugly actually has an enhanced attack stat and HP stat, so it does have a lot more bulk. And they're actually really fast as well, Puruglies. I didn't realise that. Grambling's Lovely Kiss and Close Combat will be at like levels 67 and 75. And Heracross just gets Bug Bite, which he already has now. So other than that, Ninjask also gets Night Slash and Extreme Speed. But other than that, there aren't really many changes. So they're basically the same Pokemon that we know right now. Which does actually make this whole job a lot harder. So we have Remoraid and we have Big Red. I think Star Child needs to come in as well. I do like Scorpion and Shedinja, but I think they're quite high leveled at the moment and they don't really have the best of move pools. So I think I might keep them two in the back for now. And then we have this problem here, whether we want the Makuhita or whether we want the Heracross. And honestly, because it's Whitney's Milk Tank coming up next, I think I'm going to stick both of them in the party, which leaves just one place left in our party for for us to basically use. So what I am actually going to do, again, I'm going to leave it up to you guys right now. Bearing in mind that the team that I use is basically just going to be the team that I need to try and take on Whitney. So because Whitney's just a bit of a dickhead all around. In all fairness, I mean, her Milk Tank is infamous for just destroying teams and destroying players in Nuzlocke, let alone a hacked Nuzlocke. So this is going to be our team for now, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys again, just to basically decide what Pokemon you think I should use, and just basically start training that. Whether it be you think that it's going to be more helpful for me in the against Gym Leader Whitney. So bear in mind which Pokemon evolve fairly. I think Clive and Tada evolve fairly soon, to be honest. I don't think I can get a Firestone for Rory either, which is a bit of a bummer. And of course Vlad does have Confusion and Hypnosis. But then these two Pokemon are pretty over leveled as well at the moment as well. So there's pros and cons for every Pokemon that we have basically. So again, leave your comment down below. Question of the day: who do you want the last slot in my party to be to take on Gym Leader Whitney? And just to generally try and beat the game basically. So I think whether we want to keep Hariyama or Heracross, because I don't really want two fighting type Pokemon in my team, to be honest. Considering it's normal type gym coming up, I'm gonna definitely utilize that and keep both of them in for now, and then maybe decide after we've done that, if we've done that of course, So anyway, I am actually going to keep this episode fairly short and sweet. Got a lot of stuff I need to be doing this week, and you know, in general, I think shorter episodes are going to be a bit better for my channel in terms of, you know, trying to grow and gain subscribers and all that good stuff anyway, because, you know, nobody wants to click on a YouTuber that they've never seen before and watch a 50-minute episode, and I'm realising that, so I am going to try and keep these episodes fairly short. So without further ado, my name's Youngster J Pal. Like, comment, favourite, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see you all next time.